We're diving into the intriguing world of Hollywood, focusing specifically on celebrities who have reportedly refused to work with the legendary actor Tom Cruise. Known for his intense acting style and often dangerous stunts, Cruise is undoubtedly an icon in the industry. However, not everyone in Hollywood is eager to share the screen with him. Stick around as we reveal the surprising names on this list and uncover the reasons behind their decisions. Starting off with Mark Wahlberg. According to TMZ, confidential court documents suggest that Tom Cruise's lawyers compared his film work and the resulting absence from his daughter Suri to the struggles experienced by soldiers stationed in Afghanistan. Despite this, Cruise denied any reference to Afghanistan, though he did admit to feeling a sense of similarity in one of his roles. In a different scenario, Mark Wahlberg voiced his dislike for actors comparing their career challenges to real-life warfare during a Q&A session. However, he didn't name Cruise directly. He only shaded him. It's clear there's a disconnect here, and Mark Wahlberg appears to stand on the side of those who believe that acting, no matter how demanding, should not be equated to the sacrifices made by military personnel. And this is probably why Wahlberg doesn't appear to have a high opinion of Cruise's stance. On to Brad Pitt. In the iconic movie Interview with the Vampire, the characters Lestat and Louis, played by Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, experienced quite a bit of tension. Interestingly, this on-screen friction seemed to mirror the actors' real-life dynamics. Brad Pitt, in a candid confession reported by Radar Online, admitted to a challenging period during the production, saying, "There was a point in the filming when I started to really resent him. It was like he was the North Pole and I was the South." In the movie Interview with the Vampire, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise played two vampires who have lived for centuries. Their personalities and beliefs clash as they struggle with their immortal identities. However, what viewers may not have realized is that this tension was not just a part of the plotline, but also reflected the real-life dynamics between the two actors during filming. Brad Pitt's resentment towards Tom Cruise during the filming of Interview with the Vampire was as complex and layered as their on-screen characters. In the same interview with Radar Online, Pitt revealed that the disparity in their levels of stardom at that time created an unbalanced dynamic. Cruise, having more experience and influence, held more power over the film's direction, which led to Pitt feeling sidelined. Pitt found Cruise's intense approach and commitment to the character of Lestat intimidating and overwhelming, leading to a strained working environment. Pitt also reportedly disgruntled about spending most of his time in cumbersome makeup and prosthetics, a process which Cruise was not subjected to as much. This combination of professional imbalance and personal discomfort led to the challenging period Pitt described. Anyway, on to Justin Bieber. On the 9th of June 2019, the world of social media was set on fire with a surprise challenge from none other than the pop icon JB. He shocked fans and followers alike by throwing down the gauntlet to Tom Cruise, hoping to face off against him in an octagon bout. However, he later admitted to TMZ with a touch of humor, "I think he would probably whip my fight. He's got that dad strength." Bieber confessed that his tweet was a spur of the moment thing, and as far as Cruise's response to the challenge, total radio silence. This is not the first time that a celebrity has challenged another to a fight, but it definitely caught people's attention. Sorry, that was gross. The idea of two Hollywood stars going head-to-head in a physical match was both intriguing and entertaining. Fans and media outlets alike started speculating about the potential outcome of such an unlikely event. But why would Justin Bieber even think of challenging Tom Cruise? Some say it was simply a publicity stunt to promote his new album, while others speculated that there may have been some underlying tension between the two stars. Whatever the reason may be, the challenge definitely created a buzz and got people talking. The drama isn't fueled by movie roles or fame, but a race to reach the top tier in their shared church. Travolta, it seems, is not too happy. Why, you ask? Well, he perceives a bias towards Cruise from David Miscavige, the church's leader. This perceived favoritism has sown the seeds for a rather unexpected feud. The feud between John Travolta and Tom Cruise is one that has been brewing for quite some time now. While both actors have had successful careers, their rivalry seems to stem from something rather unexpected: their shared involvement in the Church of Scientology. For those who are not familiar with Scientology, it is a controversial religious organization founded by L. Ron Hubbard in the mid-20th century. It's known for its belief in reincarnation, self-improvement practices, and its strict hierarchical structure. Both Travolta and Cruise have been vocal about their dedication to the Church of Scientology and credit it with helping them overcome personal struggles. However, it seems that their devotion to the church has created a rift. According to sources close to Travolta, he feels Cruise is receiving special treatment within the church, which has led to Travolta feeling resentful towards his fellow actor and a sense of competition between them. Next up, the captivating revelations made by Leah Remini in her memoir, Troublemaker, Surviving Hollywood and Scientology. One fascinating detail hints at a potential dislike from Cruise towards both Alley and John Travolta, though the exact reasons are left unexplained. Tom Cruise's dedication to Scientology has been met with both praise and condemnation. Regardless of personal beliefs, it is clear that for celebrities, the choice to openly endorse a controversial religion can have significant consequences. From an outsider's perspective, Cruise is often seen as the face of Scientology, a position that brings both respect and scrutiny. Yet Remini's experiences with Cruise were far from positive. According to Remini, there was an aura of untouchability surrounding Cruise within the church. She felt that he was treated differently, almost deified, leading to a culture of preferential treatment that she strongly disagreed with. Remini states that Cruise's behavior and actions often seem to contradict the teachings and core values of Scientology. This perceived hypocrisy, along with the church's apparent unwillingness to address it, was a major factor in Remini's growing disillusionment with Scientology and her strained relationship with Cruise. In 2006, Cruise stirred the pot when he openly berated Brooke Shields for her use of antidepressants to manage postpartum depression. The star's convictions stemmed from his adherence to Scientology, belief system that renounces psychiatric treatment and the usage of drugs like antidepressants. Even though he eventually apologized to Shields, his team affirmed that his viewpoint on the matter remained unchanged. However, it's not just Cruise's stance on psychiatry that has riled Brooke Shields. The actress also took issue with the way he handled their feud publicly. In her memoir, There Was a Little Girl, The Real Story of My Mother and Me, Shields reveals her side of the story. She was deeply hurt by Cruise's judgment, especially because he had no personal experience with postpartum depression. She felt that Cruise's comments were irresponsible and showed a lack of understanding about the complexities of mental health. Despite Cruise later apologizing, it appeared the damage was already done. Matt Lauer, in an episode of The Today Show back in 2005, the celebrity guest found himself in a rather heated dialogue with the host, Matt Lauer. The conversation, which was focused on the artist's relationships with those outside the Scientology community and brought up past disagreements with Shields, left the artist visibly irked. This was particularly evident when the discussion veered towards his then fiancée, Katie Holmes. In response to Lauer's questions, the artist became defensive and began expressing his beliefs and practices within the Scientology community. The tension between the two continued to escalate as they debated over the validity of these beliefs. It was clear that Cruise was passionate about his religion and did not appreciate being questioned or challenged by someone who did not share his views. This led to a larger discussion about the controversial beliefs and practices of Scientology, including its intense scrutiny and control over its members. Kate Ceberano. Let's journey back to 2009 when rumors were flying high around the Australian singer Kate Ceberano. The buzz was all about her possible encounter with Tom Cruise and his then-wife Katie Holmes during their visit to Australia. Just like Cruise, Ceberano is also a follower of Scientology, but according to the Sydney Morning Herald, she put these rumors to rest, asserting that just because they share the same faith. Despite the common link of Scientology, Kate has further distanced herself from Tom, citing differences in personalities and principles as the main reasons. An outspoken critic of celebrity culture, Ceberano has expressed discomfort with the way Cruise handles his faith and fame. She strongly believes that one's religious beliefs should be personal and not used as a publicity tool. This perceived exploitation of faith for public image, a tactic she believes Cruise often falls back on, is what largely contributes to her ambivalence towards him. Kirstie Alley. It's well known that Tom Cruise is one of Scientology's most famous high-ranking members. Within Leah Remini's memoir, Troublemaker, Surviving Hollywood and Scientology, Remini revealed that Cruise wielded a ton of power and even gave his subordinates a lesson on the power structure within the church. However, Remini was extra troubled after attending his wedding to his now ex-wife Kate Holmes, when Holmes had her written up for supposedly disturbing the guests with her behavior. Given Cruise's influence and Kirstie Alley's dedication to refuting many of Leah Remini's claims, it wouldn't be normal to assume that Alley was in Cruise's good graces. However, Alley and Cruise's relationship is more layered. Per Remini's book, Cruise wasn't fond of Alley. I had heard that Tom didn't like Kirstie Alley and John Travolta wrote Remini. If Remini's claims are true, however, then Cruz's dislike of Alley has remained private as he's never publicly derided her. And finally, Victoria Beckham. Once upon a time, our favorite power couples, Victoria and David Beckham and Tom Cruise with Katie Holmes, were frequently seen together making headlines. However, when Katie and Tom's marriage hit the rocks, whispers of a rift between Cruise and Posh Spice started to circulate. But guess what? At the celebrated Vogue 100 event, it seemed all as well between Victoria and Cruise, hinting that their friendship might have been stronger than the rumor mill. These captivating tales unveiled the intriguing, complicated, and often mysterious world of celebrity friendships, reminding us that things aren't always as they seem, especially when public figures are involved. While no concrete reason has ever been publicly disclosed by Victoria Beckham regarding any animosity towards Tom Cruise has arisen from various sources. Some claim that their differing views on Scientology, a religion Cruise is famously known for practicing, may have caused a divide. Others believe it was a strain from the public fallout of Cruise's marriage with Katie Holmes that tainted their friendship. It's crucial to note that these are merely speculations, and the actual reasons, if any, are known only to the individuals involved. It's not uncommon for celebrity friendships to go through ups and downs just like any other human relationship. The intensity of scrutiny that they face in the public eye can add an extra layer of complexity to maintaining their bond. However, when these friendships do manage to withstand the test of time and circumstances, it only adds to their allure and makes us believe in true friendship among the rich and famous. Well, that's all for the top 10 celebrities who refuse to work with Tom Cruise. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm your host, Jonina.